Santa Monica, the name conjures sun, surf, and the iconic pier, a postcard-perfect paradise at the end of Route 66. For decades, this city has been sold as the ultimate Southern California dream. Tourists flock here for the beaches, the promenade, the sunsets. It's an image carefully crafted and endlessly promoted, but images can be deceiving. Behind the laughter and sunshine, another reality exists, one that's invisible to most visitors. For many residents, life here is a daily struggle. There's a quiet crisis unfolding in the shadows of the palm trees. This isn't just a story about paradise lost, but about a paradise that never existed for everyone. Tonight, we look beyond the postcard. We'll explore the challenges testing this community's spirit. It's a story about housing, survival, and the widening gap between dream and reality. This is the other side of Santa Monica, the one you won't see on a postcard, and it's a story that matters far beyond this city. Step away from the crowds and you'll find a different community, one without homes. As tourists return to hotels, the city's unhoused residents seek shelter under the pier. Their presence is a stark reminder of Santa Monica's deeper issues. Recent counts show a significant homeless population here. Many are long-term residents priced out of their homes, veterans, families, people struggling with mental health. For them, the beach is not leisure, it's survival. Public restrooms are their only running water, park benches, their beds. They face daily struggles for safety, food, and dignity. The tension between residents, business owners, and the unhoused is palpable. This crisis didn't appear overnight, it's been growing for years. Fueled by economic pressures and policy failures, outreach teams and shelters try to help, but the need outpaces resources. The pier, a symbol of fun, now marks a deep divide. In its shadow, a humanitarian crisis unfolds every day. This is the reality behind the postcard, and it challenges the very identity of this so-called paradise. The dream of living by the beach comes with a steep price. In Santa Monica, housing costs are pushing out long-time residents and essential workers. Median home prices are in the millions. Rent for a one-bedroom can swallow most paychecks. Teachers, nurses, and service workers face long commutes or are forced to leave entirely. The city is becoming an enclave for the wealthy, losing its diversity and soul. As rents climb, more people teeter on the brink of homelessness. A single setback, a medical bill, a lost job, can mean losing a home. Rent control protections have weakened, leaving many vulnerable. The community's stability is eroding. Santa Monica was once a place for artists, families, people from all walks of life. Now that mix is fading. The rising cost of living is washing away the city's character, leaving a beautiful but hollow shell. It's a warning of what happens when property values trump people. For tourists, Santa Monica is a fantasy. Coffee on Montana Avenue, shopping on the promenade, dinner by the ocean. They see clean streets and endless sunshine, leaving with happy memories. But for many locals, the day starts before dawn, catching buses to serve those same tourists. They see the wealth up close, but it's a world away from their own reality. After long shifts, they return to crowded apartments far from the beach, worrying about rent and groceries. This is the central tension. A city split in two, sharing space but living in different worlds. The tourist economy drives prosperity but deepens the divide. The needs of visitors often overshadow those of residents. The city's economy depends on workers it can't afford to house. They're essential, yet treated as replaceable. This disconnect is unsustainable. A community can't thrive when so deeply divided. The cracks are starting to show. We met Maria near Palisades Park, organizing her few belongings on a bench. She worked as a housekeeper in Santa Monica for over 20 years, raising 2 children here. When her building was sold and rent soared, she was forced out. Her savings vanished. Friends helped for a while, but she didn't want to be a burden. Now her life is a search for safety and stability, knowing which parks are safer, which bathrooms open early. She spoke of kindness from strangers, but also of fear and invisibility. People look right through you, she said. It's like you're not a person anymore. Maria's story is not unique. It's the story of thousands here and across the country. They're not homeless because of personal failure, but because a system failed them. The housing market prioritizes profit over people. Maria doesn't want a handout, just a chance at a safe, affordable room. She wants to be seen as a person again. Her story forces us to ask, how can a city so rich allow this to happen? The answer isn't simple, But the question can't be ignored. Maria's voice echoes for all living on the margins, and it demands that we listen. Beyond those on the streets, there's a hidden homeless community. Families doubling up, students sleeping in cars, parents and kids in motels. They're not counted in official numbers, but they're just one step from the street. They work hard to appear normal. Kids in school, parents at work, but live under constant stress and uncertainty. The lack of privacy and stability takes a toll on their health and hope. Many are afraid to ask for help, fearing they'll lose their jobs or children. We met a family of 4 living in a single motel room, both parents working, but unable to afford an apartment deposit. "We tell the kids it's like a long vacation," the mother said, "but they know. They ask when we can go home." This quiet desperation is hidden behind the city's glittering facade. The problem isn't just visible homelessness, it's a fundamental lack of affordable housing for working people. These families are doing everything right, but the system is rigged against them. Their invisibility makes it easy to ignore the problem, but their struggle is real and growing. The crisis is bigger than most realize, and it's happening in the shadows, every day. Despite the challenges, many in Santa Monica are fighting for change. Community groups, faith organizations, and volunteers provide food, shelter, and outreach. One local nonprofit offers emergency rental assistance and legal aid to prevent evictions. For families on the brink, this help can mean the difference between staying housed and homelessness. The city is building new affordable units and expanding shelters, with new mental health and job training initiatives. But many say it's not enough. The response doesn't match the crisis. Bureaucracy, politics, and lack of bold action slow progress. Real solutions require more than band-aids. We need more truly affordable housing, stronger tenant protections, and a livable minimum wage. Investment in mental health and addiction services is crucial. Most of all, it takes a shift in mindset, seeing this as a shared responsibility. The search for solutions is tough, but it's driven by hope. Change is possible, if the community chooses to act. The struggle continues, one small victory at a time. And every effort matters. As the sun sets over the Pacific, it's a breathtaking sight, one that draws crowds every evening. For many it marks the end of a perfect day, but for those struggling, like Maria, the motel family, the commuting teacher, the sunset signals another difficult night. We must learn to see beyond the postcard image. A city is not just its landmarks, it's its people, all of them. The strength of a community is measured by how it treats its most vulnerable. Santa Monica's challenges are not unique. They're happening across the country. This city is a microcosm, a warning of what happens when the fabric of community is stretched thin. This story matters everywhere. It's about empathy, seeing the humanity in others, even when it's uncomfortable. The postcard is easy to love. It takes courage to love a place for what it truly is, flaws and all, and it takes courage to care about those living in the shadows. Tonight we've pulled back the curtain on Santa Monica's hidden crisis. Behind the postcard, real people are fighting for their homes and dignity. Their stories are a call to open our eyes. Awareness is the first step, choosing to see the whole picture, not just the comfortable parts. These problems are not individual failings, but systemic pressures. Empathy begins with understanding, and from that, action can grow. You can make a difference. Volunteer, donate, advocate for affordable housing and livable wages. Pay attention to local politics. Ask what your leaders are doing. Change comes from communities that refuse to accept the suffering of their neighbors. Stay informed, stay engaged, and stay compassionate. The world is full of beautiful places. Let's make them beautiful for everyone who calls them home. See the people behind the scenery. Don't look away.